So when you add assignments to your class page, the assignments can be customized slightly. And so I'd like to show you some of those customizable features. And since I don't have students in my Marymount Sandbox class, I have resorted to my Cincinnati Public Schools Sandbox class instead and their Schoology. So CPS also uses Schoology. So for example, what I can do is I'm going to click up here and I'm going to add just a typical assignment. Now this assignment could be a paper assignment that I hand out to my students and I want them to turn in to me, but I just want to make sure I give it a name of some sort. So I'll call this just a test for kicks, and it could be a Google Drive assignment. It doesn't have to be. Again, one of the things you really want to get in the habit of doing is making sure that you put a due date on your assignments and materials, because if you place a due date on that, it will turn up in the student's calendar, and that's the thing you'd really like to do. And again, of course, give it a category. I'll call this my mastery category, but what I'm really interested are these things down here at the bottom. So these little small icons. It is possible, if you were to create some grading groups, that you could individually assign this assignment to certain students. So for example, maybe you've got chemistry labs. So you have lab groups. You could actually create lab groups and assign this to different lab groups. Or maybe you have a student who needs certain accommodations. You could assign this to those students and assign a different assignment to the rest of the students. If I unlock it or lock it, it keeps it from making changes. Again, my submissions are enabled so the students can turn things in. Do I want it published or unpublished? The grade statistics will show like a grade breakdown to students. Probably not going to mess with that. I think that'll only get you in kind of trouble and start to get in arguments with your kids. Don't do that. You can leave comments, and kids can leave comments. There'll be like a little comment box on the assignment page, and I'll show you what that looks like. And of course, I could copy this to other courses. So if I click on that, again, I have some options here. These are my CPS courses. So I could copy it to any one of my other Sandbox courses that I would like to. And I'll go ahead and zoom back out and create. And so then from and that was the assignment up here at the top, the due date. And notice on the right-hand side, it shows up in the calendar side over here. And if I viewed this course as a student, as my test student number 1, and when they go to the test, it's possible that they could leave some comments. So maybe they could ask a question about the test. Will we need to know this? Will we need to know that? Or for this assignment, is it okay if I do this? So they could leave some comments that they might typically ask you before class or before school. They could leave those comments here. So those are some of the special, kind of the special settings for the assignment material that you would add. And we'll go over some of the other special settings for the other material things that you can add in subsequent videos. Hope this has been helpful.